Imagine standing in the middle of the ocean. All around you is endless blue water. No land, no roads, no sign that life exists beneath the surface. Then suddenly, a massive shadow appears. It moves silently beneath you, tens of meters long, weighing dozens of tons. And with a single movement, it sends waves. This is a whale. But the most incredible thing about whales isn't their enormous size. They communicate through sounds, migrate thousands of kilometers, and possess complex social behaviors scientists study. Today, we're diving deep into the mysterious world of these ocean giants to discover what life is really like beneath the surface. Although whales live in the ocean, they are not fish. They are mammals. That means they breathe air through lungs, give birth to live young, and feed babies milk. Every time a whale rises to the surface, it isn't simply taking a breath. It's managing one of the most valuable resources in its body: oxygen. Some whale species can remain underwater for dozens of minutes. Certain individuals can stay submerged longer. During a deep dive, their heart rate can slow down to conserve oxygen. Blood flow is redirected toward vital organs, such as the brain and heart. Their bodies have evolved to make life hundreds of meters beneath the surface possible. And that's only the beginning. In the world of whales, size is impossible to imagine. The blue whale is one of the largest animals ever known to have existed on Earth. A fully grown blue whale can be longer than a bus. Even its heart is enormous. Yet here's the fascinating part. This gigantic animal isn't a terrifying predator. Instead of hunting large animals, blue whales primarily feed on tiny creatures called krill. They use baleen plates inside their mouths to filter the food from the water. An animal weighing dozens of tons can survive by feeding on creatures almost invisible. It is one of nature's greatest paradoxes. But to understand, we look at the young. But to truly understand how extraordinary whales are, we need to look at how they raise their young. A newborn whale can already be incredibly large, but compared with its mother, it is dependent. During its early months, the calf must learn one essential survival skill: how to breathe. It must coordinate swimming, surfacing, and breathing. And its mother stays close. Whale milk is extremely energy-rich, allowing the calf to grow rapidly. In the vast ocean, a vulnerable young whale can become a target for predators. So a mother whale provides much more than food. She protects, guides, and teaches it how to survive. Sometimes, mother and calf swim side by side for hours, communicating through an unknown language. This may be one of the most fascinating things about whales. They communicate through sound, and underwater, sound can travel enormous distances. Some produce deep, powerful, long calls. These sounds can travel through the ocean over vast distances. Whales don't have phones. They don't have social media. They don't have maps. Yet they still need to find one another across an enormous ocean. Sound is a tool. Humpback whales are especially famous for this. Males can produce complex sequences called songs. These songs have patterns, rhythms, and can change over time. Why do they sing? Scientists are still studying the answer, and every new discovery makes the world more mysterious. In the deep ocean, darkness can make vision almost useless. Sound becomes a survival tool. Some toothed whales, including sperm whales, use echolocation. They produce sounds. Those sounds travel through the water. Then they bounce back from objects around them. By analyzing the returning echoes, they can detect the location of prey and objects. Imagine being inside a completely dark room. You can't see anything, but instead, you hear. You could hear the world around you. That is one of the remarkable abilities that evolved. That is one of the remarkable abilities that has evolved in the world of toothed whales. The ocean has no obvious borders, and whales don't necessarily stay in one place. Many species undertake enormous migrations. They travel thousands of kilometers between feeding and breeding. In colder waters, food can be abundant. Whales may spend long periods feeding and building energy. Then they begin their journey toward warmer waters. There, they give birth and raise their calves. What is remarkable is that many whales repeat these journeys year after year. No road signs, no highways, no GPS, and yet, somehow, they find their way. Scientists believe whales may use environmental signals and navigational cues to orient themselves. The ocean is so vast that humans can barely comprehend its scale. But for whales, it is home. Not all whales are gentle giants. The killer whale is a remarkable example of intelligence. Killer whales are known for their intelligence, coordination, and complex social lives. A pod can work together to hunt. Different individuals may play different roles. Even more fascinating, knowledge can be passed from one generation to the next. A young killer whale can learn hunting techniques from older members of its pod. This means that some behaviors may be more than simple instinct. They become traditions. One generation learns from another, and that knowledge continues to survive. But these ocean giants are facing a rapidly changing world. Plastic, noise, and ship strikes, fishing activity, and changes in marine ecosystems. All of these can affect whales. A creature may live for decades, yet it cannot control the environmental changes created by humans. When food sources change, migration patterns can also be affected. When the ocean becomes noisier, communication through sound can become more difficult. And when a whale becomes entangled in fishing gear, its enormous size isn't always enough. Whales existed in the oceans long before humans appeared. They have witnessed enormous changes. They travel through waters that we still haven't fully explored. They raise their young, and they play an important role in marine ecosystems. Perhaps we've explored the moon, but beneath the surface, there is still an enormous world. Silently, slowly, across thousands of kilometers of ocean, whales are more than gigantic animals. They are part of one of the oldest stories on Earth. And that story is still being written.
Subscribe to discover more secrets and join us as we explore the world we barely understand.